Welcome to Raw Talk, Real Healing.
It's like therapy, but with more laughs and less copays.
I'm Gabby.
And I'm Diana.
We're licensed therapists.
But here, we just want to have raw and unapologetic conversations.
So come vibe with us. Where professional meets personal.
Let's get it.
Gabby!
Hi.
It's been such a long time.
Has it though?
No. That's why I said that.
Feels like we were just doing this yesterday,
I know.
but 2 days ago. And since those 2 days have passed, I, in fact, had another heartbreak.
Last night, I
Uh-huh.
felt so bad. I was like, damn, gonna have to pip her for real.
Send me to crisis. I'm going to say this, and I'm not kidding.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck the Phillies with a PH, okay?
Oh my gosh.
Because they,
That last move
the
was...
play,
Oh, that
god
was
awful.
Yeah, play. I said move. That was so bad.
When
like,
you
so
have,
bad.
when you are in the MLB, you should not be making a mistake that Camille in her 10U softball team knows how to make.
Right. And she was watching it too, which she has been our producer and director.
Yeah.
You want to come say hi? Get a sneak peek?
Now you gotta come in, girl. Don't be nervous.
She's like, which camera do I look at?
Yeah, so we're trying something new today. We have
Yes.
not one, not two, but 3 cameras. Tell us
Yeah.
how the angles are.
Back there?
No,
Wherever you
right,
want.
wherever you like.
How to
Good, you're the producer and director. It's okay. It's gonna look like that.
Oh, yeah, you can't see it. It's
Yeah.
on the computer.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Thanks, girl.
She's going to pop back in at the end to give us an honest review. Stay tuned.
All right. So,
Yeah, I had a scorned heart, okay? And speaking of scorned,
are you scorned?
from the Phillies? Yeah. Are you done with people? Have you ever said, I'm done with him. I'm done with her.
Lord knows I have plenty of times.
I think we all have.
Yeah. Knowing what I know now, though,
Mm-hmm.
that makes me feel bad for people.
Yeah, because it really just breaks you down.
It does.
So, are you scorned or are you scared?
Ooh. I think a lot of the times people are scared, but I think for good reasons because they have been scorned. So I think you could be a little bit of both, too.
I think when people are scared in this type of situation, they're scared to be hurt.
Mm-hmm.
They're scared to be vulnerable. So this feeling of fear is rooted in protection.
Yeah. You got to think about it. When we think of, being scorned in relationships, and again, when we are talking about relationships, I always like to bring the point of it doesn't just mean intimate relationships.
Right.
We're talking about all types of relationships because we've been scorned at relationships at work,
Mhm. Yeah.
family, you know what I mean? And of course, intimate relationships. But when you think about scorn, it's just emotional disappointment.
Yes.
It's rooted in betrayal that happens over and over again, whether
Right.
it's by the same person over and over again or different people in different aspects over and over again.
And I think if this is happening to you over and over and over again from different people, I think that's the point where you have to kind of take a step back and look in a mirror and ask yourself, why am I attracting these people? Why am I continuing to allow this behavior when I should be growing and changing?
Yeah.
I think when we continue to have these feelings or we continue to allow this behavior, it's because it's what we're comfortable with
Mm-hmm.
and it's what we know.
Mm-hmm.
But we all know at this point that nothing that is good or healthy comes in moments of comfort. We have to
Right.
grow. We have to change. We have to expose ourselves to new things to really be able to lean into growing and healing.
Yeah, absolutely. So when you said what's up with us attracting these types of
Mhm.
people, I always think about that Cat Williams comedy episode. Gosh, it was so long ago. I was like in
I used
undergrad.
I used to follow Cat Williams on Twitter. Sorry,
That's
X.
funny. Oh yeah. I don't know what that is, girl.
Twitter.
Yeah. But he said that he was like, we always blaming, guys or something like that. And then he's like, yo, women, y'all ever think about why you keep attracting these ain't shit ass?
Motherfuckers.
Oh, well.
It's true though, because why are you attracting those people? Why are you continuing to put yourself in these positions over and over again? Ask yourself, what does your self-esteem look like?
Mm-hmm.
What does your self-worth look like?
What does your attachment style look like?
Yeah.
And if you don't know about attachment styles, go check out our last episode.
Yeah. Episode
11.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. So essentially, what does this look like? Pain turned into protection.
Yeah.
You are hurting so bad that you are like, nope, ain't gonna
Right.
happen.
You're shutting out love, but you're mistaking this for protecting your peace. There's a difference between protecting your peace and having healthy boundaries than just shutting it out and putting walls up and being like, no, ma'am.
No, ma'am, no, sir. But you know what? We have to know the difference.
Right.
Because I hear that often. You gotta protect your peace. And it's like, everything ain't that deep. Like, are you really protecting your peace? Because it looks like you're like not peaceful trying to protect that peace.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So what is it, sis? Or what is it, my guy? Which one?
I think this can also look like being cynical.
This is the cynical person. Like, they just cannot even believe in someone being nice to them or
Right.
like that it's even possible at all.
This is like, I can't think of the word I'm looking for. This is like lumping everybody together in the category of like men ain't shit, excuse me, or females ain't shit.
Mhm.
People say that stuff all the time, and it's like, not all of them. This is believing that everybody is motivated by selfishness.
Mhm.
And yes, there are a lot of people who can be selfish in this world, but we know that with good comes bad,
Right.
or evil comes with good. So,
And if you saying women ain't shit or men ain't shit, does that include you?
nope.
You know what I'm saying? Because they just leave themselves out of that,
Because I
saying,
know.
but hello.
Because I know
Mhm.
my poop smells like flowers. Just kidding.
Right. But like, this is the cynical person just always believes that everything is motivated by selfishness.
Right.
Like, this person doesn't have good intentions. Like, that's just a terrible way to live.
It is. And I think people might get confused of like what the behaviors look like with this. So
Mhm.
not only what they look like within the person who is scorned or bitter or hurt or angry, we'll get to that part. But what does this emotional disappointment look like from, what could we call them? Not a perpetrator. Yeah.
Perpetrator. From another person, just an
Yeah.
individual. Like, we don't gotta give them no name. That person, that's it.
Okay, so from the other person who hurt you,
Mhm.
this could look like cheating,
Mm.
apologies. What did we call it before? The apology tour,
Yes.
where you apologize and apologize and apologize, and it just keeps happening. Breaking trust, whether that's cheating, financially, anything.
Yeah.
Anything that can break your trust in that other person. And feeling like you're going to put in all this effort to make it better and not being met with that same effort in return.
Right.
Manipulation.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody making you feel small. Somebody shrinking or dimming your light.
Yeah. That's terrible.
These are all forms of emotional abuse,
Mm-hmm.
mental abuse.
Yeah.
So these people who are feeling the bitterness most likely had an interaction or some kind of relationship where they experienced this relational trauma.
Yeah. And we're going to keep talking about this because I'm going to need y'all to stop giving these people that much power.
Yeah.
That is like my favorite thing to ground myself with because we're human. We're going to be angry.
Right.
People piss me off.
Mm.
But the moment I start feeling that, I'm like, I cannot give that much power to somebody.
And that's protecting your peace.
Right.
Having that boundary of this is not going to have the power to change my emotions.
Mm-hmm.
This is not going to have the power to ruin my day.
Right. So, how do you know if you're scorned?
Well, I think the first thing that really kind of happens is you immediately put your walls up. Emotional walls, and you do not allow anyone close to you.
No.
Which also, like we were talking about last week, goes back into attachment styles.
Mm-hmm.
You fear abandonment. You fear rejection. You fear hurt. So what do? We protect ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
But by protecting ourselves, it's not always the healthiest.
Because we think we're protecting ourselves, but we're actually doing the opposite.
Right.
You know, we start hardening our hearts, you know what I'm saying? And just having these, you know, worldview changes of people, and it ain't gonna go nowhere.
Right.
You keep doing that. Bring that emotional wall back down. It's not healthy.
No, bring the wall down, but have boundaries.
That's it.
Be clear about what your intentions are.
Mm-hmm. Just bring that wall down. Like, chip it. It's too high. You know, have that safe, like, all right, I can still see. I want to be safe, but like
have a little peekaboo hole. A little peephole.
Yeah, right, exactly. Passive revenge, because that's like a new term that I learned.
Revenge body.
I hate when you say that.
I know you do.
Passive revenge. That is, I hope my ex sees my glow up. It's like, you still thinking about that man. Who cares?
Oh, yeah.
Like, you want him to see you doing so good. That means you still thinking about him and he's still living rent free. Or the other way around. She's living rent free, you know, in your head. Stop.
I will say, I was super guilty of this.
Mm-hmm.
I remember I like deleted my ex off of everything. I was like, I don't want to see nothing, blah, blah, blah. But I didn't block him. Specifically because I knew he would be curious, and he lurked for a really long time.
Mm.
And every time I saw that, I'd be like, oh, you see it? Okay.
I know you see me.
Right. And for a long, like at first it did, like I would post things and I would look to see if they saw it. And then, I mean, after a while, I was just like,
Mm-hmm.
you see it? Okay.
That's so cringy to me.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
people who do that, so cringy.
Wait, what? Like what I was doing cringe?
Yes. Like,
I mean,
no,
yeah,
when you say like
looking back
posting
now.
stuff, or people like that I know something's going on with them and they just keep posting, like,
Oh,
stop.
No, I didn't do that.
No, oh yeah.
It was never like, you know how you can tell when people break up because of what they start posting? Oh no, baby.
Yes, that
wasn't like
is what I mean. Like, that's so cringy. Just stop.
I was just posting what I was doing, like having fun with my friends, like
Mhm.
whatever I would normally typically post.
Right.
I was just maybe sprinkling in a little extra. But yeah, definitely
Saucing
not
it up.
like the little things with like the paragraphs on them. Get the fuck out of here. I was never.
No, not happening. No
Mm.
thanks. You know, in this space too, like you just feel lost. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
Like a stranger in your own body sometimes.
So sad.
Yeah.
You
That
should
is sad.
never feel like that.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
But I feel like that's how things become when you have another person constantly putting you down,
Mm-hmm.
constantly telling you, you're too much, you're too this, you're too that. Why?
Yeah.
Love me for me.
Right. Which, next on our list, doubting that, perception of yourself.
Right.
You that girl or you that guy. Stop playing. Like, you are enough. Oh, we just posted something like that,
Mhm.
remember? Stop thinking that because this happened or this person did not know how to love you doesn't mean that somebody else can't. Like, that's my
Yeah.
favorite thing. I keep saying things are my favorite things. But anyway, I love saying that. Like, people just don't know how to love you. And that's okay
And
because
you should never have to teach somebody how to love you either. With limitations.
yeah. I think that's like, you have to, well, okay, maybe not how to love you, but how to treat you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't mean like, obviously you can share your love language and stuff like that. Like
Yeah.
if they're trying to do something and it's like, hey, wait, like that's not really how I feel loved. This is how I feel loved. But you shouldn't have to teach anybody to treat you with respect.
There you go. That one. The love, okay, that's a little bit different because one thing that I've known, especially doing like couples and marriage counseling, is people really don't know sometimes. You know what I mean? They don't know how to give or receive. Like, that's hard. People shut down,
Yeah.
so forth and so on. But one non-negotiable is respect. Because if I got to teach you how to respect me, we got a problem. But if we have that respect and that's a good foundation, then we can learn all the other stuff.
Right.
So, but like having someone change your perspective of like who you are, what you're worth, how to love yourself.
I also don't think it's not just your perspective of yourself. I think it's when there's so much like manipulation or gaslighting where you don't even trust your own perception or trust or believe in like your own reality, because that's wild.
You'd be like, am I crazy?
Right.
Like, am I
Right.
crazy? Like, what is going on here?
No, most of the time you're not.
Mm-hmm.
They want you to think so.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean that you are.
Right. Skeptical of love.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, no, that ain't real. That ain't it. And guilty. I feel like just past situations, friendships, it sucks. It does. But that's why it's important to know the difference.
Mm-hmm. So another way that this can show up is when people have like a poor relationship and they're like, I'll never have somebody that X, Y, and Z again. I'll never blah, 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 blah. No. My rule with people is 80-20. You are never going to find the perfect person. So no matter what version of this person that you put in your head of like, this is who I want and that's what's going to protect me. No. 80-20. You love 80% of the person. 20%, give or take, the 20% that you can deal with. You're never going to love like every little single thing about a person. 80-20. There's no perfect person out there.
Except, no, I'm just kidding.
Except me.
Oh, except Olaf.
Aww,
Oh, he's not a
no.
person.
Yes, he is. But Carmela. She is a human being. I birthed her.
She's my baby.
She is my baby.
No, that's funny. But no, you're right. There's nobody perfect. Like, that's ridiculous to even think that you're going to find someone who brings you the stars, the moon, the sun. What did people say? Like, it's like, be quiet.
The only time you are gonna get that perfect person is if you purchase one of those AI people that you can get now. You know what I'm talking about? Those like
Yeah.
robots, essentially.
Ain't
Weird.
weird. Yes, that's so weird.
Could you imagine?
No, not happening. I don't trust it. I'm scoring now. No, but yeah, like that's so unrealistic. And like, ew, I don't even want no perfect person.
Yeah, no.
I'm gonna be like, what is going on here?
This
Because like, what's wrong with me then? You know?
Right. A lot.
A lot. Exactly.
But I think now that we know what this treatment looks like and then how it can show up within ourselves and how it presents itself like in our own mind, how do we bounce back from this?
Bounce back.
Last night took it ill, but tonight I bounce back.
Right. Listen, acknowledge the anger. Why are you really mad?
It did once serve a purpose.
Yes. All of your emotions and feelings serve a purpose. That's why you need to sit with them. That's why you have to gain that emotional intelligence. Know why. Like, it's not just showing up for a reason. I mean, for no reason.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, it served a purpose. Ask yourself, sit with that shit. Sit in the fire. Why are you mad?
Sit in fire.
Yeah.
I never heard that.
No.
No.
That's the term I use. Like, sitting in the fire. Like, with uncomfortable emotion. That's what it feels like sometimes. Like, it's so uncomfortable. It gets, hot. You know what I mean?
Burn your
Sometimes it burns. It burns you. Sometimes it hurts bad.
That's true.
You know what I mean? So you got to sit with it, though. You have to.
Yeah.
And people
like
be
that.
running.
Right. It once served a purpose, and I think when you do sit with it, you can process through it. And that doesn't mean that you have to still be angry now. So that comes to the next thing. Like, letting go of this anger is only going to free yourself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, be free.
If you're holding on to this, the only person that it's hurting at this point is yourself. It's not saying that everything that person did to you is okay. It's not saying that everything you might have done in that situation is okay. But holding on to that is only pretty much imprisoning yourself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I always say that. That was like one of the best things that I learned. Like forgiveness.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
forgiveness is such a gift. And I hope and wish that everybody searches and tries to find forgiveness.
I wish we could wrap it up and put it in a box.
Yeah.
Like a
here you
little
go.
Christmas present. I love Christmas. It's coming.
Crema.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So we know how we talked about radical acceptance,
Mm-hmm.
radical honesty.
Ooh, ooh.
It is what it is. Oh no. Irre.
You want to pop in and do your version? Let's see what you got, girl.
You know how to do it. Just get on Miss Gabby's mic.
You ready?
Go.
Oh, fire! That was a good one.
Yeah, girl.
That was good.
Yeah,
I don't even think
I don't know where I got that from or how that started, but ever since I
don't know
say
where
it,
you got sitting in a fire from either, but you got it. So
right.
Okay.
Like it is what it is. Admit that you're still bitter.
yeah.
Like it's just a feeling. You know what I mean? That doesn't mean that you have to live with it forever.
The other thing you say, name entertainment.
Oh, yeah.
I love that. I've been using that.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Nice. You have to, because I just read something that says, what if you can just sit with it for 90 seconds?
Mm-hmm.
Or if you sit with it for 90 seconds, you're feeling, you don't have to carry it for 90 days or something like that, or 90, whatever.
Oh,
Something like that.
Stuff?
It was online, like a post or something like that. And I was like, that's good.
Mm.
That's so good. You know, because in essence, those are the things that we try to teach. But when you see it put in a different way, you be like, oh,
Yeah.
You know, like sit with the emotion. Stop hiding from it. It can't hurt you.
Right.
You know, it's not going to physically harm you. It's going to emotionally hurt, but like you got to deal with it. That's how you get better. You know what I mean? Like
Mm-hmm.
admit that you're bitter. That's like sometimes when we're working through different kind of emotions and I'm sitting with clients and they're like, ugh, but I don't want to say that I'm jealous.
Why
So
not?
what? It's a feeling. So you okay with saying you happy and you can admit that, but you don't want to be like, oh, I'm jealous. It's just the way that it showed up.
You know what I really love? When you're in session and people are processing and then they're like, oh my God, I can't believe I just said that out loud.
Yeah.
Those are top tier
Yeah.
therapy moments.
Yep. Or when they're saying something and they're like trying to figure it out, they don't know, and they're like, it clicked. Like, oh my gosh, that's why. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I love that. Relearn trust through small connections.
Yeah. This looks like people being consistent.
Mm-hmm.
Consistency is trust.
Mm-hmm.
Being a person of your word.
Mm-hmm.
When people say things and they do it and they remain consistent, that shows that they're trustworthy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Be clear with intentions.
Mm-hmm.
I love intentions.
Intentional.
Yeah. Be intentional about things. You know what I mean? Things that you're doing, people that you're hanging, around, doing small, nice gestures for people. Like, just give it a little bit. Take manageable risks.
Yeah.
Don't just go balls to the wall, like, with it. Like, all right, I'm going to try this one more time. No. Because then you might really be scored and we might not be able to bring you back.
Right.
But start small. At the end of the day, this is just what's comfortable for you. You know what I mean?
I just was so not present for these last 2 minutes. I don't know if it's a Halloween decoration or something, but there's something screaming outside. Like, literally sounds like some kid is getting chased at trick or treat. Like, that's what it sounds like.
I kind of heard it, but I was really focusing in. Look at my ADHD, not ADHDing.
Mine is because I'm like, oh, I think because my ear is this way too.
Right.
I'm like, sorry.
All good. All good.
So, another way to bounce back is self-forgiveness. Forgive yourself for who you were when you were in that pain. When you are in pain or bitter or in these relationships, you are going to act out of character.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be surprised.
Mm-mm.
So you have to look back at that version of yourself and treat them with kindness. Treat them with grace.
Yeah.
What did that person need to hear? They needed to hear to run, to get out of there.
Yeah.
But you can't hold on to guilt and anger and resentment with yourself.
Mm-mm.
Forgive yourself. Let it go.
Yeah. Yep. You got to ask yourself, am I protecting my peace or am I punishing myself? Holding on to anger, resentment, that type of hurt is self-punishment.
Yeah.
I cannot express that enough.
Do you remember? I think I kind of talked about this a tiny bit before, and you looked at me like I was nuts. Do you remember when you guys got me the birth chart reading for my birthday?
Mm-hmm.
When she did my tarot cards at the end of it, there was one of the cards was like a lady with swords all around her.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like you're imprisoning yourself.
Mm.
And it meant basically this, you think you're protecting your peace,
Mm-hmm.
but you're really punishing yourself and keeping yourself from the things that you want. And when she said that to me, I immediately started crying because at that point I wasn't forgiving myself for things that I had done to the other person, even to myself, putting myself through a situation and always holding on to hope. When, girl, it was written on the wall for you in bold caps. And I was just like, la-di-da-di-da. So after that, I was so that's it. I used to tell my family, that's it. I'm like, I want a wedding so bad. I was like, I'm gonna get up there and marry myself. I was like, I'll have the party, I'll wear the dress, and guess what? I'm gonna marry myself because ain't nobody
Yeah.
ruining this.
Yeah.
I was bitter
Yeah.
and I was scorned. And that was, keeping me from a world of happiness that I now have. But at the time, definitely not.
I'm happy that you were able to get out of that shit because I'm not the one to give out pity parties.
Mm-mm.
Camille could tell you, anybody can tell
Yeah.
you, everybody who knows, because let me tell you something. We are here, we alive, we moving and grooving. I don't feel sorry for you.
Nope.
Let's go. Let's get to it because you are in control. Stop punishing yourself.
Yeah.
I want you to ask yourself that. Am I protecting my peace or am I punishing myself? That's a good reflection question.
So,
hit us up. Let us know.
Are you actually done with people? Or are you just bitter?
Ooh. And don't be afraid to say it out loud.
Say it louder for the people in the back. Thanks for tuning in to this week's episode.
See you guys next week.
If you have any questions or would like to connect with us, please follow us on Instagram and send us a DM or send us an email to the platforms listed below.